Number 11, let's solve the equation, and we have 7 times quantity 2x plus 3 minus 6x equals 1 minus 7x. So we are solving an equation, which means we should have at the end of all of our work, our variable, in this case x, equals some number. All right, so let's go ahead, solve for x, meaning get it all by itself on one side of the equal sign, everything else on the other, and see what happens. Let's start by simplifying this left-hand side. And what we can do is start off by distributing this 7 through our binomial here. So we have 7 times 2x, well, that gives us 14x. 7 times positive 3, well, that's positive 21, minus 6x equals 1 minus 7x. All right, here on the right-hand side, 1 minus 7x, nothing we can do. These are not like terms, so we can't combine these. But here on the right-hand side, or rather the left-hand side, we see that we have two x terms that we can combine, and then this constant's all by itself. So 14x minus 6x, well, that's going to give us 8x, isn't it? So we have 8x plus 21 equals 1 minus 7x. We want to solve for x, meaning get it all by itself on one side of the equal sign, get everything else on the other. So we're used to solving for our variables on the left-hand side, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this minus 7x over by adding it to both sides. So here on the right it goes away. 8x plus 7x, well, that gives us 15x plus 21 equals 1. Two more steps here. To get x all by itself, we have to move this 21 over first by subtracting it from both sides. I'm going to finish up here. So when we subtract 21 for both sides, the only thing left on the left-hand side is 15x equals positive 1 minus 21 gives us a negative 20. And our last step will be to divide both sides by 15 so that we can get x all by itself. So we end up with x equals negative 20 over 15. But if we can reduce our fraction, we have to reduce our fraction. And so we end up with x equals, and we can see that both of our numerator and denominator have a 5 in common. So we can say negative 4, I almost said 5. So negative 4 over 3 is our final solution to number 11. Again, just like number 10, you could take your solution, in this case x equals negative 4 over 3, plug it back into this equation and see if you get a true statement. If you do, then you know that your solution is correct. If you don't get a true statement, you know something happened with your solution. But in this case, x is negative 4/3.